The top 1% are not smarter than you. They are not more disciplined either. There is one thing they do with their attention that you don't, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Right now, your focus is being stolen, not by your phone, by something deeper than that. Stay until the end, because by the time this is over, you will know exactly where you stand. Most people think focus is about willpower. Push harder, try harder, want it more. That's the story you've been told. So when you can't focus, you blame yourself. Not enough discipline, not enough motivation. You open your laptop to work. 10 minutes in, you're checking your phone. You sit down to study. Your mind is already somewhere else. You tell yourself tomorrow will be different. It never is. Sound familiar? Here's the truth nobody tells you. The top 1% do not have more willpower than you. Not even close. They have a different relationship with their attention. For most people, focus is something they hope shows up. For elite performers, focus is something they build. They treat it like a trained skill, not a personality trait, not something you're born with. But here is what separates them. They stopped relying on motivation a long time ago. Motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. Systems don't. So they built a system instead. And that system runs whether they feel like it or not. This is the part most people never learn, which means most people never get there. You're about to. Your brain's attention is not infinite. It is a finite resource, like a battery. Every decision you make drains it a little. Every distraction you fight drains it more. Most people fight their brain instead of working with it. They sit down to focus, willpower fully charged, and hope it lasts. It doesn't. Elite performers do something different. They protect their environment before the task even starts. Not during, before. Phone in another room. Tabs closed. Door shut. They remove the decision in advance, because in the moment, willpower is already running low. You cannot out-discipline a bad environment. You can only design a better one. Here's something else most people miss. Distraction is not a personal weakness. It's a system failure. If you get distracted constantly, your system is broken, not you. Modern life made this worse. Every app is built to fracture your attention. Every notification trains your brain to expect interruption. So your brain adapts. It starts craving the interruption. That's why deep work feels impossible now. Your attention has been trained to be reactive. Here's the part that should give you hope. If it was trained into you, it can be trained back out. Focus is not fixed. It is a skill, and skills respond to practice. This single idea changes everything. So how do you actually train it? You build it like a muscle, in deliberate reps, not in one long, brutal session. Most people try to force 2 hours of focus on day one. They fail. They quit. They decide they're just not a focused person. That's the wrong way in. Start small. Start protected. 25 minutes. Fully committed. No exceptions. One task, one screen. Nothing else open. That's a rep. That's how the skill gets built. Before you start, remove every trigger. Phone in another room. Not just on silent. Close every tab you don't need. Tell people you're unavailable for the next block. Do this before you sit down, not after you get distracted. Because once you're distracted, willpower is already gone. The goal isn't to resist distraction. The goal is to never face it in the first place. Next, train your brain to crave depth again. Every time you finish a focused session, notice how it feels. Clear, sharp, satisfied in a different way than scrolling ever gives you. Your brain starts to want that feeling back. Slowly, depth becomes the craving, not the interruption. This won't feel dramatic on day one. 25 minutes of real focus won't feel like much, but these are reps, and reps compound. A few weeks of consistent reps build a level of focus most people never reach. Not because they couldn't, because they never built the system. You can start the next rep today. Focus is not a gift some people are born with. It is trained, one rep at a time. The top 1% just started before everyone else did. You can start right now. Tell me, what's the one task you keep avoiding because you can't focus on it? Put it in the comments. I want to know exactly what you're up against. If this gave you a real system instead of empty motivation, you know what to do next. Your attention has been stolen for years. Today is the day you start taking it back.